Hi Sagittarius, this is your weekly tarot for August 16th through the 22nd, 2019. I hope you're doing well. I hope August has been good for you so far. Hope the changes have been affecting you, been able to grow with what you've been learning about yourself. Personally, I did a lot of my growth over like fall through the spring, and it's still going on, but the major step, that was my major step. Okay, ready? Three of Pentacles reversed. Eight of Swords. Six of Swords. Queen of Swords. Stop there. Okay, Three Pentacles reverses. You know, some people look at the threes as third party and Pentacles that way, but I don't. So it doesn't come up that way for me. We'll see if there's a third party, we'll see it somewhere. But this to me, Three of Pentacles reverse says, no longer wanting to work on something, no longer wanting to apprentice, learn something, start. Somebody doesn't want to work with you. Does that make sense? Okay. This reminds me of like jobs or relationships. For me, that's what they put out there for me to read. Okay? Eight of Swords. This is about worry. It's about circular thoughts, thinking about the same thing over and over. Not being able to like move on from what that is. And so that makes you feel stuck, like replaying the tape over and over and over in your head, okay? And you know, it's, of course, it's just, they're thoughts that we keep thinking about, that we're trying. I'll leave it at that. We'll get more information. More information. There's a lot of thoughts going on here. Six of Swords. Moving away from something. Could also be a trip over water, a vacation, but in this, the way the context is, it's more about moving away from someone. Someone moving away from you. Okay. Then there's the Queen of Swords. Now this could be the energy of wanting the truth, or it could be somebody that represents that. It could be a partner or somebody that's embodying that energy. And here's what that, so sorry, what that means. It's usually, it's represented by female energy, but this is an air sign. Okay, so that could be Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. This is someone that's been a female, typically, that's been through a lot of steps. She's single. She may be single now. But she's been divorced, widow, has children, she's had to make her own way, could have her own business, very intelligent, very strong. She stands there with her sword saying, and you said what? Make sure it's the truth, because she'll cut you out. She will. She don't put up with any of that. Maybe you didn't know her very well before, but now you understand, huh? Okay. We're going to talk about the Three of Pentacles. So I'm going to say, this is the person that you're dealing with, okay? So it could be, the roles could be flipped. Also, this could resonate all or in part. Okay, Three of Pentacles reversed. We've got Two of Wands reversed. Four of Pentacles upright. Page of Wands reversed. Okay. Now we're going to look at the Eight of Swords. Seven of Swords reversed. Page of Pentacles reversed. Nine of Pentacles reversed. Thinking a lot. Four of Cups. Hierophant reversed. It's really funny that that card fell because this is the Tower. The Tower came down. The card fell on the ground. Okay, now we're looking at the Queen of Swords. Devil. Seven of Cups reversed. Wow. Six of Pentacles. Now I'm not so sure who is who, so we're gonna let's just set aside who we're talking about till we get into there, because there's a lot here. But the other cards, their meaning was correct, of course, at least as this reader here. So Three of Pentacles, not willing to work on something, not willing to be a part of something, working together, you know, like cooperation. Two of Wands. Choosing the wrong path. The path was chosen for you, for somebody. Okay? Four of Pentacles. Not willing to give, it's kind of like being stingy, but being protected. Maybe, okay, this is you. Okay, this is you, that's her. It is that. That's the way it feels. So, not willing to give. Maybe you're protecting yourself. Maybe you're protecting your money, your assets. Page of Wands. But losing interest. Losing inspiration. That's why you didn't want to participate. You didn't want to work together anymore. Interesting. But now you're thinking about a lot of stuff, and it's replaying in your head over and over. It's like maybe you got an aha moment and seeing things for what they really are, seeing your role in what happened, like the truth. Seven of Swords upright is that's deception. But this reverse, it's worse. It's like, maybe you thought, I don't know. Maybe you thought this person was trying to take from you. You thought they were trying to steal from you. Because this person didn't seem like they were independent, like they could take care of themselves. And maybe that's right, I don't know, but I'm just saying. Okay, that's what's going over, that's what you're playing in your head. That they weren't responsible with money, that they weren't loving, that they weren't independent, they couldn't make it on their own. There's a lot of assumptions. The reason why I say assumptions is because you're troubled by that. Because it must not have been right. You wouldn't be troubled by it. Now when you have this person as the truth at the end, you see, that's how I got there. So let's keep going. Alright, so somebody left. Maybe you made them leave. You see how this, I'm not sure if you can see this. It's a Four of Cups, okay? So there's this cup being offered to this person. You see, they're daydreaming. And there's this beautiful cup of love, but it's kind of like you couldn't see what was there before you because you were paranoid. That sounded bad. You're suspicious. But do you have that much abundance? I don't even really see you represented here. That's interesting. Moving on. Four of Cups. Okay, so not seeing what was in front of you, but somebody left to decided it wasn't going to... See, the Hierophant upright is spiritual guidance, and it's also religion, marriage, that kind of thing. Established ways of doing things. Business, marriage, engagement. This person, maybe she was different, he or she was different. Didn't act the way other people would think. Maybe they were more free minds, free thinking, okay, free spirit, open-minded. And that just made you kind of judge them like you couldn't trust them. And so I think somebody had enough and just said, well, I'm done. So either this person had enough because of the distrust, I'm done. We're going to talk about her. I think it's a her or him embodying this. Excuse me, so sorry. Embodying this truth. This person's strong. Much more independent than you thought. Maybe they just had a soft place for you. And so you got to see that side. They didn't have to be, felt like they didn't have to be hard with you. Isn't that what we want when we love somebody? So, you got an addiction. You got some kind of addiction. Whether it's negative thinking. Some kind of negative thinking. Hang on a minute. Doesn't really look like an addiction, but it could be. But something about the way your thoughts are. Came in between. So you have this truth, and then you have the devil, the lies. You have the truth, the lies. About choices, but reversed, it's not seeing the choices clearly. You weren't seeing things clearly, obviously. This is a card about balance, about wanting things to be balanced. Wishing you would have, been nice. Wishing you would have given this person a chance. Because you just, it's like you bam, 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 bam. You thought you knew who they were, but you didn't, did you? And this has a lot to do with your perception of the world, and especially relationships. Okay. Wow. So how can I help you? And you say, that's what you're asking, right? Okay. Do you have a headache? So you want to be more loving, giving. That's a good start. Okay. That was just there. It's like you want to celebrate. You should have celebrated the relationship. This also can mean a third party also, but I still, like, my guides and God, you know, universe, usually gives me the Three of Swords. Or, like, the Two of Pentacles, so I can see. There's certain cards that come out for me. That's the Swords, and you want to see the truth. Okay, so we like to celebrate, love, and be loving. And this card right here, you should have been celebrating. You should have seen the truth. One more. It feels like there's you want to say something else. This is about not being able to see. Just couldn't see it. See, the Hermit upright is integrating, you know, looking at past behavior, kind of integrating it and saying, oh, that's how I was showing up. But you couldn't see how you were showing up. You were just completely blocked. Like when it's upright, see, it's a light through and some spiritual guidance. It's kind of halfway through the Fool's journey. No. It's right before you get your karma. Right before. You have a chance to fix it. So, you were happy. Okay, well, we need some guidance, don't we? Let's start with the Amenti. Halls of Amenti. You're learned about the Emerald Tablets. Really interesting. The halls of the Amenti are where we have to go through before we get completely, our soul graduates, so to speak. So it's going through all the trials and tribulations and trickery. Halls of Amenti. Okay. I offer words of good intent. Okay, just going to leave it at that for right now, and then we're going to see how it ties in together. Okay, let's do the angels and ancestors. Okay. This is a pattern. See, a lot of people are getting brought to the patterns that they need to change. I'm right up, right there. That's how we change them. Okay. Honor your inner knowing. Medicine Mother. Yeah. Star Ancestor. Follow the voice of your soul. Alright, So what I'm hearing here, she's fine, right? She knows who she is. She's like, all right, whatever. I'm moving on. She knows what she needs to be happy. But you don't. You think you do. But it's kind of all about, like, ego. And, I don't know, like being the star or something. So, offering words of good intent, it means you could talk a good game, but how are we showing up? Are we living the game we're talking? Are we? Okay. This one says honor your inner knowing. This one says follow the voice of your soul. What if? Okay, hang on. You have been following this voice. Why? Why have you been following this voice? This has been... Why are we allowing this to block who we are? What we want? That's a devil, by the way. You are chained to something. Chained to something. Devil card, you have a man and a woman, and they're chained to the devil in typical tarot. But they can take the shackles off. Why are you allowing yourself to be chained to this negativity? How is it serving you? When your soul doesn't want to be separated from everybody else. This one hurt bad enough, and where you could see your actions where you're here, and I am grateful for you to be here. Okay, so Medicine Mother, inner knowing. Honor your inner knowing. So, what do you know? What do I know? Here's what I know. Here's an example. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm putting this as if this was you, but I don't know you, so it's just an example. I know I haven't been coming from a place in my heart. I know that I haven't been walking the way I talk. I make promises I don't keep because I'm excited about it. I know that I changed my mind and I don't tell anybody else what I'm thinking. I don't share when I'm scared. Because I shouldn't be scared. Really? Do you think everybody's not scared? How are you going to face your fears if you can't admit you're scared? At least to yourself. I don't let anybody close because they're going to hurt me like others did. When we don't trust, we bring people that aren't trustworthy. But then, sometimes you get a chance, and then that person, you blow them away. But you get to see that, so... I know I need to change, but I don't know how. Knowing you need to change is the first step, okay? That's big. That's huge, actually. It's huge to be able to see this. And for somebody to talk to you about it, that's huge. Okay? Your ancestors are showing up saying, ask us for help. We're here to help you. We've been waiting for you. It's time. You know, it's time now. If somebody would have told you this before this relationship, you would have said, oh, baloney. But it's different now, isn't it? Because you've been cracked open. Been cracked open. Here, and here, huh? Yeah. Medicine Mother also is about inner healing. Healing. Mind, body, soul. Disease is a lack of ease. That's why we get sick. We're not living our life with ease and harmony. Okay, your star ancestor, follow the voice of your soul. Okay, this is your guidance. Okay, they pretty much want you to know that you're ready to start this journey, and they're listening, they're helping, asking for guidance. You'll be blown away. Just this whole thing here. At the end of this reading, you go, well, that didn't do me any good on the outside, but it did, because the seeds have been planted. And you know that. You have help. You know that you're going to be guided. You know that this is the first step, or second step, or whatever step. It's always a journey about being a better person. Just like building wealth is always a journey. Having a better job. This is a huge step for you. You get to truly control the outcome by knowing it's going to be okay. That is it. I'll make the right decision when it comes. I'll see people for who they are. I'll wait before I react. I'll wait before I jump in. I'll wait before I sleep with them. I know that's a hard one, but it's worth it. Your energy is sacred, you know. I don't know why I need to say that to you, but our energy is sacred, and what we surround ourselves with could be what's hanging on us and giving us negative thoughts. So, I know how strong you are. Nobody can tell you anything. See how you feel about this. Nobody can tell me anything either, so I get that. But see how you feel about that. See if it resonates. If any of it touches you. And maybe when you're having a difficult moment, you can think, hey, yeah, what about, do some research. Facing our fears is the best thing we can do to really know ourselves and change our lives. Because a lot of the fears never happen. You know that. They're in here. You'll be able to sleep better. It's a place to start. My thoughts are with you. Take care.